Happy August, everyone. It's Lisa Ouellet, and I'm here to do your psychic angel card readings for the month of August in the year 2017. I'm going to be using this month, I'm going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Therapy cards. And I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for each sign except for the month of August. So we will pull some cards for Cancer and for Leo. So if you have a birthday in those months, you will get 4 cards instead of 3. I'm also going to pull 1 cat card for each one of you today, for each one of the signs. Just something different for fun. We're going to talk today about the full moon, which is going to be on August 7th. No, is that right? Yeah. August 7th will be the full moon. The new moon will be on August 21st. And we're going to be getting into Mercury retrograde in this month of August. So it's fun and exciting. Challenges coming up with communication. Don't sign, generally when Mercury goes into retrograde, don't sign any contracts, don't schedule surgery. Don't make large purchases. Be careful with automotives. Be careful with electronics. Communication in general seems to go haywire. Text, email, verbal, anything like that. So we tend to experience complications where that is involved as well. And we are going to be going into the retrograde period of that. Let me just see here. I wrote that down. August 11th, and then it goes into retrograde. Let's see. The pre-shadow period starts in July and goes to August 11th, and then the regular retrograde period starts August 12th, goes through the rest of the month of August, and then ends on September 5th. So we're going to be, for the most part, for all of August, we're either going to be in the retrograde period, the shadow period, or the actual retrograde period. All right. So thank you to everybody who have subscribed to my channel and asked for one-on-one reading. These are general readings, so these are going to be watch for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign to get a clearer picture. Again, if you're looking for a specific one-on-one session, you can purchase it through my website, lisavouellet.com. The information is at the bottom of the screen. I'd be happy to read for you personally, tune into your energy that way, and it'll be a very specific reading as opposed to the general ones that these are for all of the, for everybody who's an Aries or everybody who's a Capricorn, etc. So here we go. Watch your sign. Hey Capricorn, the 3 cards that I pulled for you for your highest and best were mediumship, books, and parents. And the card that I pulled for you from the cat card is reflection. So these are what your cards look like. Okay. So where to start with these? Let's start with reflection. So looking back on life, looking back at how far you've come. If you were to ask yourself, there's a little bug in here. If you were to ask yourself, so if you were to stop and think, geez, I don't think I've really done that much in the last couple of years, but then to look back on the last 5 years and see how far you really have come in 5 years. It says reflect on what you've accomplished to date. So think back to 5 years ago. What were you doing? What were you thinking? Where did you want to be? And look how far you've actually come, right? Just realize how far you've actually traversed into where you are. Acknowledge every single moment of the life experience that life experiences that have gotten you to where you are now. Okay, so just embrace the changes and reflect upon what Spirit is showing you. You still have so far to go, but imagine how far you've come in the time that you have just in the 5 years. It says, let's see, it says acknowledge that every single one of your experiences has helped you to get to where you are and served you in some way. So even if you think that it didn't serve you, Spirit is saying that it does, that it did, that it is. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time talking. It's the end of the evening, and these are one of my last videos for the night. Sorry, so sorry. All right, and you have the parents card. Okay, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So this could be, you could be the parent dealing with children, okay? Or you could be the child dealing with one of your parents or your grandparents or elderly people in your life. So keep in mind that your parents don't always act the way that you might want them to act, but this card says they're doing the best that they can, and they're experiencing what they're experiencing, and you're experiencing going through with them, or again, this could be your children if you're the parent, if you're dealing with if you're dealing with issues as a parent would with their child. And again, some of you might be children in a parental role. Like I'm hearing that the roles might be reversed as well too. So this has a couple different meanings. Let's see. So if you're having a difficult time receiving loving kindness from others, the underlying condition, the underlying issue could stem from an unresolved issue that you have with one of your parents or grandparents or your children. Okay. So again, if you're in relationships and you're finding yourself in unhealthy relationships, it could stem from one of your early childhood moments. They're just saying you might need to get help from that. You might need to realize that your parents or your grandparents or your children did the best that they could, and really kind of stop trying to change them and realize that that's who they are, and they might not even be able to change. Maybe issues in their childhood made them the way they are, and again, if you can just stop the pattern from moving forward, you might have accomplished your goal. All right, so stop the pattern from progressing into another generation. Or if you already did stop this, and you're the parent and you stopped your children from having the same behavior patterns as moving forward, they're saying that's key too. They say receptivity is all right. So I just want to read this. um, the underlying issue could stem from an unhealed emotion you have towards your mom if you're having difficulty with loving kindness. Okay, that's because receptivity is a feminine energy represented by our mothers. If you feel afraid to receive love or feel guilty about asking for your needs to be met, then call upon the angels to heal and help that. All right. With your father, the primary spiritual response is about male energy and developing confidence in your abilities to go out into the world and make a positive difference. If your self confidence is low, if it's wavering, ask the angels to help you mend your emotional connection with your dad. All right. This could also signal that your parents do love you, even if the way they showed you was not fulfilling to you. All right. If your mother or father is in heaven, then send them this card as a way of saying, I love you. So again, if you have unresolved issues with parents that have crossed over, try to just make peace with it and realize that they might not have been the best people in the world, but maybe there were circumstances beyond their control. Maybe their childhood issues affected them in ways they didn't know how to fix either. So again, they're just saying the healthiest thing for you to do in the month of August in 2017 is to try to move past it for your own peace of mind. Forgive them. Be willing to forgive, or be willing to move on for your own peace of mind. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of you Capricorns, you got the mediumship card. You have a natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. So again, maybe you have loved ones on the other side and you're connecting with them in a mediumship role, okay? Maybe you aren't aware of this or weren't aware of this or didn't know you could do this, but they're saying that you can. Have a conversation with them. Tell them that you've accepted, or that you've mended fences, made peace with, or are just dealing with it on your own. Maybe listen to the messages that they give you. Maybe your loved one in spirit is going to come through and pass along a message that you didn't even know they were going to tell you, or talk to you through another medium. If you're not able to receive this message, maybe you go to a medium and they give you this message. A lot of you are going to be honing your mediumship skills. I'm hearing that a lot of Capricorns do have the ability to connect with deceased loved ones, whether they know it or not. So hone up that skill, hone up that that gift. All right. Go to a practice group, start taking online courses, start reading books, whatever it is that you need to do. But have conversations with your loved ones on the other side. And again, I do believe that your gifts and your ability are going to grow and get stronger. And you're going to be the ones that are already mediums or practicing mediums, or already know that they have this ability. Your gifts are going to continue to get stronger. The Mercury retrograde is going to affect you a little bit in the month of August, so I feel like you're going to have a little bit of a standstill in the month of August, but I do feel like they're telling me that as we push through that towards the end of the month, I'm feeling like around, I'm hearing after the new moon on the 21st, probably towards the end of that week, that's when I'm going to start to see your abilities start to spark up, is what I'm hearing. The books card says your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. I feel like a lot of you Capricorns have the ability to write. You're going to tell your story. You're going to tell some sort of story. If you're already in the process of doing this, keep up the good work. Automatic writing might be something that you try, or that you start to bring about into your business, your social life, your personal life, whatever it is. Maybe you're going to start trying this for something new. Close your eyes, put a piece of paper in front of you and a pen, and just go. Close your eyes and let spirit kind of channel through you. Some of you are going to be writing on, typing on a computer. They're just saying, like, getting your life story out. So it's really important, whether or not that you do that in the month of August, you're going to be thinking about it, contemplating it, and really getting it out there, getting it ready, putting the ideas in. You're manifesting the ideas. So again, whether it's a tell-all book or a how-to book or this is my life kind of book, or just a book in general. Maybe you're going to be writing children's books. I'm not sure what you're going to be writing. Illustrating stories. You're going to be drawing. You're going to be, it's a spiritually based book, talking about your metaphysical life, talking about your mediumship ability, talking about your relationship with your parents, whatever it is. Just get it out there. It's important for you to write. Some of you are going to be incorporating blogs as well too, and if you haven't already gotten a blog started, this would be a good time to do it. Some of you aren't even, I'm hearing it's going to be books, but I'm hearing that you should start with keeping a journal. A dream journal for a lot of you too is what I'm hearing. So start with your dream journal. The messages are coming to you through your dreams. And again, they're kind of prophetic, so they're like symbolic too. So a lot of you are getting messages and pictures through your dreams, and they want you to start writing about that. So whether you just write to journal for yourself or not, and then you start to put it out there for others to see, write it in your blog, put it in your blog, put it in an article, get an article out into a local paper or whatever. But eventually you're going to get out there more. Okay, so books are important. You're mending and healing your relationships with your parents, reflecting on how far you've come, how far you still have to go. But again, not beating yourself up, but being thankful for how far you've already come. Capricorns, this is going to be a really fantastic, I'm hearing healing and cathartic month for you if you can release the other stuff and just reflect and just be okay with where you are. But career is going to start to move forward with you as well too. For the ones of you that are not doing mediumship, they're just saying your career is going to start to flow as well for you too. Again, end of the month of August is what I'm feeling. So keep up the good work, Caps. Enjoy.